All right, here we go. Evaluating expressions, day 2. So today we're going to be dealing with some exponents while we are evaluating. And as always, it is important to remember to always use parentheses when plugging in a value for a variable. And I'll demonstrate today why it is so important. So continuing on, okay, evaluate the expression when n equals 6. So remember from the other day, when we are evaluating, we are going to be, and it says when n equals 6, we're going to say, hey, whenever we see an n, its other name is 6, and we're going to replace it. So here we go. Parentheses, because there's the n. 6 to the second power minus 17. Simplifying, 6 to the second power is 6 times 6, which is 36, minus 17, and that simplifies to be a grand total of 19 when I simplify that in my calculator. And that's just my final answer. All right, your turn. Try this one on your own. All right, your final answer should be 46, but let's just check to see how you get there. So when C is 8, so I'm going to replace 8 minus 18. So 64 minus 18 is a grand total of that 46. Okay, moving on. Now this example you'll see, it says evaluate the expression when y equals -6, and then you'll see that this problem has y and y. So what do you do when there's multiple? Okay, same thing you would do if you wanted to say the same person's name 3 times. You're just going to use that same nickname each time. So I'm going to replace y with -6 and put in the parentheses squared plus 6 parentheses -6, because that's another name for y, plus 2. And I'm going to go ahead and simplify that. Now -6 squared is 36, because -6, I'm going to write that out, -6 times -6 is equal to a positive 36. Negative times a negative is a positive. Now, the reason why I say you must include your parentheses is this reason. So watch what happens. Parentheses, -6, close the parentheses, squared. You'll see I get 36. Now let me demonstrate if I don't include those parentheses. -6 squared. And you'll see over here on the right hand side that it says -36. While they look very similar, they are very different answers, and they're going to give me drastically different answers when I combine them with the rest of my problem. So which one did I want to use? I want to use the top one, the one with the parentheses. So 36 plus, what is 6 times -6? That is -36 plus 2. And then I'm going to simplify by typing it all into my calculator at the same time. Here we go, 36 plus -36 plus 2, which gives me a grand total of 2. Okay, just to make sure that we have got that down. So evaluate the expression when m equals 2. So replace that m with a 2, squared plus 6 times 2 minus 4. 2 squared is 4 plus 12. 6 times 2 is 12 minus 4. And then when I simplify, 4 plus 12 is 16, minus 4 is back to 12. So my final answer on that is 12. All right, this last one, this is your turn. Take a second, pause the video, and try this one on your own. All right, your answer should be -10, but let's check that out. M is equal to -3, so parentheses, -3 squared plus 5, parentheses, -3, replacing that, minus 4. And when I simplify, I should get positive 9, because a negative times a negative is a positive, plus -15. Negative times a positive is a negative, minus 4. And when I type that all in, 9, whoops, clear all, 9 minus plus a -15, sorry, which is the same thing as minusing 15. 9 plus -15 minus 4 gives me a grand total of -10. And there we go. There's my answer. All right. Now that you're done with taking notes, go find that assignment on Alex. When you're done, take a screenshot of your percentage and submit that and your work on Canvas.